Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This one goes out to the Simmers. This is a newer type of video. I can be fairly judgmental. But this time rightfully so. Today I am reviewing the Sims 4 High School Years pack because I have thoughts. And let's get into those thoughts. I love the cast items. They're really cute. But a problem like that I'm kind of having that everybody else is having is just... I get it, but it still irks me. Is the Depop collab. They're trying to make it so... They're collabing with people on Depop, which is basically like the thrift store of it all. And they have a bunch of clothing items that are locked because you have to get them through the thrift store. But I, like a lot of other people, if you're gonna add clothing, add multiple swatches. And, I get... This is why it's, a personal issue of mine. Is that, I get what they're trying to do. That thrift store, it's, one of a kind. But I'm also, some of the stuff is actually really cute and could do with other swatches. So, again, that's just a personal tiff of mine. But it's fine. The next one is... Although I understand that this pack is made for teens, my personal opinion is that if it is an expansion pack, you know, the most expensive one that costs $40, they should have items that are made for all ages because it is the biggest pack you can get. I feel like expansion packs should always have something to do with everybody. It can obviously focus on the main thought, but I think that all expansion packs deserve things for all things. Whereas, if this was a stuff pack, a teen stuff pack, I wouldn't be complaining that it only had stuff for teens. Kind of like the toddler stuff pack, the children's stuff pack. They're stuff packs for a reason. This is it's an expansion pack. I feel like every age deserves something, and you'll hear me repeat that later on, but I personally believe that if it's an expansion pack, every age deserves something. Not just hairs that they converted down to children and toddlers. They all deserve maybe at least a clothing piece or something. Just, it's a personal opinion of mine, okay? This next part irritates the absolute crap out of me. I don't mean for this video to be entirely negative, but the negatives, honestly, in this pack kind of outweigh the positives, but fine. The teen heights. You're gonna tell me that your fan base, your community, has been telling you for years that we need some differentiation between teens and young adults. You finally release a teen pack and you don't even touch the heights? No. And I understand that it would be complicated, but you cannot tell me that there isn't a want for it. There are literally custom content, packs, and, there's mods that full on, a mod that I hold dear to my heart is the preteen mod, because it actually, from child, yes, they still look like adults, there's not really much you can do, making faces look different, but it actually changes the heights, and that is a really popular mod for a lot of people. You can't tell me that it's not popular. There are height sliders. I understand that re-rigging all of these animations would take a lot of work. But God forbid that they put a good amount of work into an expansion pack. An expansion pack is where you should make all your differences. That's a time where you should be putting all your money in. Stuff packs, I understand. Gameplay packs, game packs, yeah, it needs a little bit more work. But expansion packs are where you should put all of your time and energy into. Technically, you should be finishing every single pack you put out, but that's just a personal opinion of mine. But expansion packs is where you can make the most change into the game. I'm not saying that the teen height thing should just be to this pack. It should have been a free patch, but it should have been released now. I understand making these packs is hard, but to be completely honest, lately it just seems like every pack is getting released half finished. They can take their time, finish the packs, flesh them out, put more into it. Half the time I feel like they're not putting all of their simplicity into everything. Like, honestly, they could put so much more into these expansion packs, any of these packs, if they just took their time. They're like, well, it's not feasible to add this, this, and this. It would if you took the time. You don't need to have a pack out every month. Take your time and wait. And if any of you are out there going, no, we can't wait, you literally can calm down. You are not entitled to new shit all the time. And if you want new shit all the time, and you're on PC, get custom content. Obviously, I do feel bad for console players that you have to rely on packs, but again, just wait. You know? Would you rather have half-finished shit all the time that doesn't even work, has to keep getting patched? Or would you willingly wait how long so that it actually works and you get really cool experiences out of it? I personally would wait. But then again, I also don't buy packs when they come out half the time, because I usually wait for them to go on sale. But that's just me. But like, off that rant, no, but literally though, the only difference between teen and adults is that adults have a chin. They're like, oh, teens, smaller face. No, they're also shorter. Some cases they're not, but more likely than not, they're shorter. But even then, down the line in your generations, they could fully lose the chin anyway, so what's the even point? You know? I absolutely love the build items. I love the bohemian style for the teens, and that there's like a bit of refined style in there too, that could be easily used for adults. The whimsical teen bohemian style certain swatches can also work for a cute children's bedroom. Obviously, my qualm is that it's a $40 expansion pack. There needs to be things for all ages. Give me another toddler bed. You won't. No, literally, you won't. But please? One issue I have that we always seem to have in this game is matching swatches. For the love of cowplant! This bed, specifically, is one of my favorites in the entire pack. I use it all the time. Any teen room that I make, this swatch. I go to, like, add the matching furniture. There isn't any of them that match to this. And the ones that should match, because it's the matching wood swatch, of all things, match are just a recycled print from the movie Hangout stuff pack. Why, of all things, would you grab from that one? Just match the swatches that came with the pack. And they're like, but you can just match the color. No, I want to match the print. If I'm supposed to be matching a print, like this swatch of an item, it should be matching the one that has this print on it. I want at least one of them to have the print. Because the chair doesn't even match. What? Oh, and another thing that I stand by, not only if it's an expansion pack, do we need something for all ages? Counters! When I tell you that my personal opinion on expansion packs, it is the most expensive pack in this game that you can get. I feel like it should have all bells and whistles. Like, game-changing stuff should be in expansion packs. Things for toddlers, things for children. Counters. Do you know how hard it is to come by counters? Most of the counters that I use are custom content. Because, do you know, it's extremely rare to come by counters. Any pack. Any pack. Like, the last one, I think, was the home decorator one. And that's because it's home decorating. You can't get away from it there. But, like, it's so rare to come by. And the last thing is the new, like, sneak out window. Is it cool? Yes. Is it confusing as shit? Also, yes. I spent, like, maybe 20 minutes trying to figure out how the fuck to get it to work. And when I found out how to make it work, I was mad. So my issues with the window arose when I went to use it. I tried to get the ladder for it. First thing, this may just be my dumb ass, I found the trellises like in the wall decoration section first. So I was convinced that's what it was, because It's what we saw in the video. Fun fact, there is a ladder version of it. Okay, so I tried to connect the ladder to the window because I could have sworn that's how you sneak out a window, is there's a trellis right beneath your window. So you climb out the window and then just climb down the ladder. The trellis. No. It's just a glorified ladder. It needs a platform to work. So you mean to tell me, for my kid to sneak out of a window, if it's on a second floor, there has to be a platform out there as well? If I'm gonna put a platform out there, I might as well just let them sneak out a back door. What's the point of the window? If I need a platform outside the window, and I'm pretty sure they can't walk through roofs. I could be wrong. But what is even the point? It's just an overglorified window. Okay, so this is where everyone is seeming to have the most issues. And I will agree to an extent, only because I haven't had as nearly the amount of glitches as some people are having. These are what glitches I've encountered. Is this gonna be a while? Yeah. Should it be? Absolutely not! We should not be having this many glitches. But I digress. If I try to get someone to interact with a computer from a different room, they just won't go. Like, if I have a sim in the kitchen, and I have the computer in an office, and I click on it, I'm like, hey, go play games. They just won't go. So I have to click the computer chair to tell them to sit in it, and then add the computer interaction. What? Who, what, where, and how, and why? Bro, I don't know. The next one is, Sims are once again obsessed with the newest object added into the game. Shocker. I got a cheer mat on my lot because my teen is a cheerleader. Because obviously that's one of the newest things that was added. I kind of wanted to play with it and see how it worked. And it seems like every 2 minutes, maybe even less, my adults are trying to use it. And no, neither of my adults have the active trait. They're just obsessed trying to go out there and use it. Like, 9 times out of 10 autonomously, they're trying to go outside. Whatever. It's literally Nifty Knitting all over again. Except this one at least doesn't cost you money. So, I mean, the game pass, the expansion pack costs you money. I meant, like, in-game, you know, like, when they kept starting projects and then stopping them, they would, like, keep spending money on the projects and not finishing it. Don't worry. It's fine. To be completely honest, I haven't really had many issues with the high school itself. Just basic game mechanics around the school. Like, it already took forever to get your Sims to walk anywhere! But now with that new phone animation, it takes forever. It's best to get off your goddamn phone, you're gonna be late! This is an issue I've had with The Sims since, like, University came out. Tell me why, when there is a countdown to a class, and they have to walk to said class, they just straight up walk to get there. Like, jog, for fuck's sake, you're gonna be late. Do, like, none of you care? But that also could just be me being an anxious person. Like, I am, but, like, just fucking walk faster! Anyway, I had, like, a one-off issue with the prom. Like I said, the game pack literally just came out, like, this past Thursday. And I haven't really played with it too much, because, honestly, I'm kind of afraid of it breaking any of my games, so I just have a new family. But I tend to hyperfixate on families, and I really just want to get back to my planetary values. You guys will still be seeing videos, because I'm, like, quote-unquote behind. It's mostly the first couple episodes, a lot of stuff, the first couple streams, a lot of stuff happened, so it got split into a couple episodes. The latest ones could be just squashed into, like, one video. So we're kind of, like, backlogged, so you'll still be seeing episodes, but stream-wise, we haven't really been playing it because I'm afraid of it breaking my game. So, you know, but I had, like, a one-off issue with the prom. My sim was asked by the Sydney Price to go as friends, and I said yes, of course. Have you seen Sydney? Anyway, I saved my game on Friday in-game and logged out. And if you don't know, proms happen on Saturdays in the game. The next time I opened said save, we were invited to what? The next time I opened my game was on stream. We were invited to a party before prom. Of course, I go. I wanted to see what was up. To be completely honest, I kind of wish that it actually had, like, get ready animations, like, help your friends with their makeup, or help your friends get into their dresses, like, them dressing up together, because, like, it was literally just a get-together. They were just, like, people at a house. They weren't doing anything. I wish that there were, like, incentives, and then those incentives were, like, get ready with your friends type of shit, but no! I could have just done that myself. I wasn't going to, because I'm not social, but hot damn. But then eventually I decided I was bored and I went home. The prom should have started around, like, I believe 6 or 7 p.m. But, like, 7 p.m. rolls around, no prom. And if you don't know, like, in the sentiments area, like, where it says, like, best friends or, like, brother or sister, it originally said that Sydney said we were prom dates as friends. And then I open it and it said, like, it no longer said anything about prom. And I'm like, hello? Eventually my prom did work, but I'll tell you about that later because something had to happen first for it to work. I thought it was because I turned aging off because I wanted to play with this pack until I finished it, like, fully in-depth explored it. But we all know I couldn't just change aging to long because that's another glitch other people have been playing, like, dealing with. I haven't dealt with it, so I can't speak too much on it because I never play long lifespan. Besties, I have ADHD. It took me so long to even get past Gen 1. The longest gens I think I've had are, like, maybe 5. And that took some work. And I think I was playing on short lifespan, so... But I thought that was the issue, but then I'm in a streamer that I view, like, I watch. I'm in their Discord. And someone else had the exact same issue I did. That they were getting ready for prom, and then all of a sudden it was gone. And I asked them, hey, did you happen to do this thing that I did? And they said no. I'm like, oh, sorry. It's just a glitch. Got it. He's fine. And the pièce de resistance of this entire thing was when I was getting ready to end my stream that day. And my game crashed. But not like ever before. I will admit, my game rarely crashes. But when it does, it usually slows, stops working, and then you get, like, the Sims 4 is not responding. And then it crashes. Not this time. So let me tell you what happened. So, I had my Sims and her parents and a bunch of her teen friends go to, like, that center fair thing. Then we're all hanging out, right? I go to send one of the parents home because they had some ailment. I don't know if it was, like, sleep, hunger, shower, or whatever. But I clicked on the little go home button on him, and the next thing you know, my game just closes. No warning, no game freezing, just overall crashed. And that was the thing for my prom to work, because nothing fucking saved. So I go back and I start playing, like, off camera, because I wanted to see what would happen. And I go back and it reset all the way to where we were playing before I even started stream. So that save that I did that game on Friday, I was in Friday in game. And then prom happened to work again. But then again, it also reverted my turning lifespan off, but again, I don't think it was the lifespan because the other person that had the exact same issue didn't have this issue going on. You know, it's whatever. Okay, so, like, I have that wasn't the last one. This might be the last. It's not the last one. There's a lot of issues. The 2 new traits, because I decided to give them both to my teen, because the new traits are socially awkward and overambitious, or whatever the fuck it's called. Overachiever. You may be going, you don't give them both the same. No, I'm giving them both the same. I was the exact same way. I'm socially awkward, but I'm, like, severely ambitious. You know. But the socially awkward one needs a goddamn nerf. Because it seemed to me that literally every single interaction that my sim had a negative impact on the relationship. I understand what they're saying, socially active. Like, you need to work on it. But the fact that it was, like, 49 times out of 50... Like, it seemed so bad. It was just so bad. Like, I somehow was using, like, Social Bunny, the new app that came with the pack. I was using Social Bunny, and it was just, like, working really well to, like, help her with her relationships with, like, teens, like, making friends. And then she would talk to them in person, and it would just plummet because she's so awkward. I'm like, I understand being socially awkward. Like, it could have negative reactions, but like 49 times out of 50? Nah. Nah. Oh, again, speaking of social bunny, that's something else I have an issue with, because I have them qualms. Number 1, the notifications. You get notifications for literally everything, and sometimes even twice. What do I mean by that? Sometimes I'll see my sim have a notification, I open the phone, and I look at everything. And then I close the phone, and I move on to another sim. I go back to that other sim, and they've got notifications again. I'm like, oh wow, that was fast. No, it's the same notification that I had the first time. They just popped up again, and I'm like, go away. Just go away. And you may be thinking, well, there's a button to turn off notifications. It doesn't work. I did it for both of my adults because it didn't make like too much sense for me for them to be as obsessed with it as the teen. That's just me getting overwhelmed by notifications for 3 people as opposed to 1. Especially because I wanted to focus on the teen because it was the teen pack. I didn't give 2 flying fucks about what the parents were doing. Except when the mom kept bullying the teen. I kind of think that was funny. It's not funny. It's like bad, but like drama-wise, it's kind of fucking hilarious. Because the mom in this scenario has the mean trait. So she kept just sending mean messages to her daughter. I'm like, that's bad, but it's kind of funny. But I'm like, at least it stayed true to personality, but he's a whatever. So I decided to try and turn them off for both parents, and it didn't work. I kept getting notifications. I'm like, wow, it's so much fun. Anyway, I didn't want to disable Social Bunny because I feel like it makes sense. They would have it so they could check on their daughter and stuff. So I didn't want to disable it, but I'm like, why can't I turn the notifications off? I clicked the button and it don't fucking work. Whatever. Another issue I have, and it's more of a clarification thing more than anything else, is like the reactions that you can do to messages. Like they have like the little different faces, kind of like Facebook to be completely honest. I wish they made it more known that reacting with a certain way counted as that kind of interaction of that caliber between the message sender and the message reader. Because in one circumstance, my teen's dad sent a message, so it was a sweet message, so I reacted with like the kissy love eyes or whatever, one of them. Be like, I love you, appreciate you, thanks dad, type of thing. And they got a negative reaction because it counted as a romantic interaction. I'm like, how the fuck was I supposed to know? I thought it was like, cute. I wish they were like, kind of like when you get the notifications in Parenthood to be like, oh, this interaction will increase responsibility and this one will decrease emotional control. That shit. I wish that would happen when you hovered over it. It's a small UI, so I get it, but also like, please. You could even just have like the little friendship dude, the little green friendship dude with like a plus or a minus over it. And like a heart, like if it's a romantic one, little one with like a heart over it. Yeah. But like, no. But that's also because like, bro, I'm neurodivergent and I don't, like, again, I'm socially awkward. I didn't know that that's what that shit meant. But, so my overall reactions are just fully flesh out a pack for once. Take your time and listen to your fan base. This is one of the few packs I've actually bought full price. In fact, it's one of the only packs that I actually pre-ordered. It is the only pack that I have ever pre-ordered. So I have rights to be as disappointed as I am. And even if you didn't pre-order it, we're still purchasing things. We are purchasing it with the intent of it fucking working. And it doesn't. So my actual final thoughts, or I'm just disappointed. I know that a lot of that seemed negative, but like, I do have positive things to say. It's just the negative things at this rate just override. I don't know. What are words? There's more disappointments than happiness at this point. So, that's what all this was about. If you agree, hit the like button. If you want to just chat about it in the comments, please do. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this pack too. Because everybody is entitled to their opinion. Some people could like what I don't like. So, don't take my opinions too harshly, but come on, these glitches, no one deserves these glitches. But with that, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye!